to another video, and today we're back for another Premier League matchday vlog where we play Manchester United at home. We've come crashing out with the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup in our last two games, so a lot of heads may have dropped coming into this one, but looking at the positives, there's finally some light at the end of the tunnel, and this time it's not an oncoming train. Vicario is back, Udogie is back, James Maddison is back, and it won't be long until we see the likes of Johnson, Romero, Van der Ven. So finally we're starting to get a squad back together, and I think having some of these players back, it doesn't only lift us, but it also lifts the players, gives them a lot of confidence and some options on the bench coming into the game today. Not to mention, we've had no midweek games, so all of our players should be fresh. We need to come out the gates 100 miles per hour. And you know what? We've got options on the bench, so we can manage a squad in the second half and hopefully just get the better of this Manchester United team, because if we do win, we'll go above them, above Everton, above Palace, so we'll start to climb the table. Manchester United leave gaps at the back. Martinez is out for the rest of the season with an ACL injury. So you know what, guys, all things are leaning towards us getting a result, but it's never going to be that easy. We need to just play a full 90-minute performance, start off early and just continue that into the second half. If you guys are going to enjoy this video, drop a like, subscribe and post notifications. I'm going to go for a 3-1 score prediction. Let's head up to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, where hopefully we can pick up all 3 points. Come on, you Spurs. Yes guys, we have arrived inside the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium ahead of the kick-off against Manchester United, and I think it's going to be an interesting one today. There was obviously a lot of leave-out protests planned both outside the stadium, and that will obviously spill into the stadium, whether that be banners and chants, so it'll be interesting to see how that one goes. But the squad's now out, and Ange's had to make a lot more decisions than he usually has to. The first one being in between the sticks. Vicario comes in, who's been in training for between 2 to 3 weeks now, so it'd be interesting to see him coming back into the starting lineup. Obviously his distribution's not as good as Kingsley, but his shot stopping is miles better, so that will come very useful into the game today. And in the back line, there's been no changes. Udogie obviously comes back, but he is on the bench, so he may come in the second half. And the midfield today, Bentancur makes a start. He needs to be way better than he has been in the past 2 games. He has been shocking, particularly the game against Liverpool at Anfield. He was absolutely dreadful, so he can't be much worse than that today. He really needs to make up for it. But he's got Bergvall and Maddison alongside him, so creative players, and hopefully that helps him just pushing the ball forward. And to top off the squad, the front three is Kulusevski, Son and Tel. I just hope he's playing Son on the wing and Tel down the middle, because when we switched to that in the second half at Villa Park, it was so much more effective. I know it was too little too late with Tel getting the goal at the end, but we just play so much better that way, so hopefully that's what he's gone with. And if you just look at the bench, it's just miles better than it has been. It just puts a smile on all of our faces. We've gone from having Will Lancashire as the most senior player on there to having plenty of options. So yeah, guys, it's just miles better, and it just gives us a lot more confidence coming into this. And looking at the Manchester United starting 11 coming into this one, it's nothing special. It's definitely a team that's capable, and there's players in there which will be able to cause us trouble, but I think if we're on our A game, we should be able to shut them out with relative ease. The interesting one is Matthias Tel is making his Premier League debut against Manchester United, which was the other team that were interested in him, so I'm sure he'll want to play well today. But overall, I think we should be able to edge it and get these 3 points and put us up in the 12th place. It's gone. Sonny, back in. Lucas! Maddison! Yeah! Come on! Brilliant. Perfect early goal. We know how sloppy Unano can be. But that was from a bit of everyone. Great ball from Bentancur. Sonny could just slice it back in. James Maddison. First start back from injury. Beautiful. Tail! Oh. Yes, guys, half-time in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's Tottenham 1, Manchester United 0. Going into the break, clean sheet so far, winning, but we should be up by more. This Man United team so far have been pretty poor. They've not really tested us very much. The one time they did scare me a little bit was when Garnacho got through. It was literally a one-on-one. He could have just stuck it in the corner, but he just completely skied the ball. So far, they look very easy to stop, and at the back, they've been looking pretty sloppy and slow with Maguire and De Ligt there. But yeah, so far, we're not pressing them as much as we know we can. But in this second half, we've got 5 substitutions to make, and if you look on the bench, Johnson is back, Odegaard is back, got Mikey Moore as an option, so these guys could all come on to liven the game up a little bit. But yeah, plenty of options on the bench. We just need to make sure we stay solid at the back. I've been impressed with our back line so far, but with that being said, Man United haven't tested us. But let's just get this second, this third, put this game to bed, beat Man United for the 3rd time this season. Come on, you Spurs. No. Yes. Oh. Right guys, full time at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, ending Tottenham 1 and Manchester United 0, a goalless second half. Who would have thought? I felt as though we were going to be coming out in the second half, making changes early and just absolutely gunning for them, meaning more goals were going to come, but it just wasn't the case. And to be fair to United, there were times in the second half where they did have a hold of the game a little bit, but that can happen when it's only a 1-0 lead. But overall, we managed to hold them off, and like I said at half time, it's the third time we've beaten them this season. So overall, a great result and a huge win, which puts us 12th in the table. And yet again, there's no midweek game, so we go away to Ipswich next week. There'll be no vlog, but it's a huge opportunity for us to pick up another 3 points to climb even higher. And before you know it, guys, we'll be in the top half of the table. We'll be competing to win the Europa League. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But it was a great win today. On to the next one. If you enjoyed this, drop a like, subscribe, and until then, come on, you Spurs.